Alright, so here's the 1992 Honda Civic, and what I'm going to be doing today is replacing the O-rings that are in the spark plug well holes, okay, or the spark plug wells or tubes, spark plug tubes. And so first thing I want to do here is, since we are gonna disconnect this ground right here, right? Whenever I deal with something that has a ground, what I wanna do is disconnect the battery. Right? So that's what I did. I disconnected the battery. Right. So first thing I wanna do here is get these spark plug tubes out. Get these spark plug plugs out of here. Right? And when I take them out, I'm gonna show you which one's wet and which one's not. Right? This one has a little tiny bit of oil on it. This one has a lot of oil in it. See, look at that. This one has as much oil as the other one. And this doesn't have hardly any at all. Okay. Take those spark plugs out. So I'm taking out the spark plugs real quick. Oh, by the way, sometimes in the spark plug socket, sometimes that little plastic is stuck in there. I had a real big problem with the spark plug, that little spark plug rubber thing getting stuck onto the spark plugs. So I decided to just take it out and just get myself a little magnet one right here. It really works wonders too. Helps me get like all kinds of bolts and nuts and everything. So first thing I'm gonna do is take these suckers out. Lefty, righty, tighty, of course. That one's done. Next one. Like I couldn't feel that one with the first one. I'm pretty sure they got oil in them. And then I'm gonna clean them off a little bit. These suckers out. Too easy. Okay. Now this has the first one. I don't know if you can see it. It has a good amount of oil in it. In the threads anyway. That's the one right there. That's the third one. Now these spark plugs I had to clean off over the last, I would say at least 5 years. I had to clean these off every maybe 3 weeks. Taking out, cleaning them, and then put them back in every 3 weeks. So, by the way, taking out these plugs, people like to say, well, I like to number my plugs. And these plugs are as long as they can go. I mean, you can't reach this over here, it's not gonna go. If you reach this over here, it's gonna be plenty of slack. If you reach it over here, it's gonna be plenty of slack. So, and I don't know why people say oh, you should number these. And like, nah, that's all exactly the same length, which they're not. Out of all the spark plugs I had to go through, or spark plug, yeah. So, next, I'm gonna take the sucker off right here. What it takes another 10. Right? Takes another 10 millimeter. Obviously number 10. I don't know why. It just did. Oh, by the way, you got 1, 2, 3, 4 nuts. You should have 4 nuts. I just leave them alone. I just unspool. Crazy. Missing a nut. Spoon. mistake by when I took out my spark plugs. I just remember I took out my spark plugs and I was holding one of these suckers in my hand as it was unscrewing this. And if I drop one of these bolts in there, it goes all the way down. It's gonna go all the way down to the valve, and it's gonna have a hard time getting those suckers. A really, really hard time. You have to take the head off too. I got my little magnet, but I don't know if it's gonna be able to get on or not. Once something drops down there, I don't know if I'm gonna get it. So when you're doing this job, just get one bolt at a time. Don't hold one in your hand too long. Alright. So 1, 2, 3. Get this sucker out the way. Take that off. Too easy. Alright, so and we just pop this sucker off. Now you can take these little garments off if you want to. But what I do, I just pop it off with the garments still in there. I just take this. Right. Little gasket that comes off. It might stay down there. It might be on your valve cover. But in any case, pick it up. This valve cover gasket is practically brand new, so I'm gonna take that off of there. Can't keep that on there because we need to put on the valve cover. We can't keep it down there. Right? You cannot keep it down there. Gotta make it kinked, make it squeezed, and we don't want that. We don't want oil leaking out the valve cover because it's got kinked or squeezed. Right? And what we want to do here is unscrew these bolts, but not take them out. Okay? And these are the bolts: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So that's 16 bolts. 16 bolts that you gotta do. Alright? Do not take these suckers out. Alright? When you unscrew them, don't take them out. Alright? You want to keep them in the same exact place that they are. I believe these are 12, so I'm gonna check these out and see if these are 12s. These 12s? Yeah, they're 12s. They are all 12s, every single one of them. Those are even 12s. Look at that. Yeah, they're all 12s. Every single one of them. Alright. So, the way we want to start this is you want to start in a sequence. You want to start in sequence. You want to start from the outside. Start from the outside in. You want to start from these two, then these two, and kind of just work your way in. Right? Right. So, lefty loosey, righty tighty. Either difficult to do. I'm gonna just hold them down. 16 bolts. A long way. Okay. You just loosen them up. Loosen them up and then pull them up. But you don't pull them out. Okay? Pull them up to make sure that they're actually loose. It's actually easier to do with your fingernails. With the wrench, after the loosen. So, I think it's a lot faster than the wrench. Yeah, pull it up. It's good. some videos on YouTube, and some of them are based on Honda Accords, and some of these bolts in the Honda Accords are 10s. Matter of fact, most of them are 10s, and then some of them are 12s. So be prepared for that. All these, my Civic, 92 Civic LX, 1.5, all 12s. All 12s. So we unbolted all these suckers here. And like I was saying, you know, these right here, they may kind of trick you, because I think there's 2 sets of threads inside, like deep inside, right? You unthread it, you pull it up, and then there's more threads to undo it. Like, it's for both sides. And for this, and this sucker right here. Right? Now, it said to pull the rocker up. Alright, so it's pretty difficult to pull up. So what I'm going to try and do here is just kind of knock it a little bit loose. There. Alright, that's how you do it. Pretty difficult to get out. See? There's a small space right here where you can put. Now there's a small space where you can put we can either put a large flathead screwdriver and just kind of plow up on it a little bit. It doesn't take too much force. I have a flathead screwdriver, but it didn't work too well. I got my larger one, but I'm too lazy to get it. Instead, I got my big old thing over here, big old stick, whatever it's called. I don't know, I forget the name of certain things, but that's alright. That's alright. But we got that up and got that loose. Now listen, when you lift this sucker up, you do not want to put this sucker upside down. When you lift it up, don't put it upside down. Alright? But I'm going to show you, or try to show you a way that you can actually put the rings on without, flipping it upside down completely. Right? So you flip it upside down, all these bolts are going to go where? Falling to the ground. And then I'll show you the rings, the old rings, what they look like, and the new rings. These are non-bolted. show you the spark plug wells. Now that we got the top off, there is some nasty oil in there. It is nasty. Look, there's even a piece of paper in there. I think I tried to dry it out over the years and it got stuck in there. It's not too bad. Alright, so you could do one or two things here, because there's oil in these suckers, right? You can either spray with the carb break stuff, the carb, whatever it's called, carbonated stuff, or you can with the carb cleaner. That's what it's called, carb cleaner. Or you could use a brake cleaner. Right? They're basically the same thing. So, got the piece of paper out. Went back in the oil. And basically, it's just gonna go down here into the valves and just burn away when I start the engine. Right? Burn away when I start the engine. That's what it's gonna do. Now, you wanna wipe the tops clean. You want a flat clean surface here. If there's any gasket stuff here, like there is a little bit now, you can kind of try to rub it away. But if it doesn't, it's time to get the brush. Right. And there's a really flat brush, but it's still usable. I used it for my head gasket, so just brush those suckers away. Yeah, if there's a black ring around these suckers, just push it away. It doesn't have to look absolutely sparkling clean or nothing like that, but it does have to look pretty decent. No big chunks of ring stuck on there, nothing like that. It's really nothing much. So, looks good, looks flat, squared away. Alright, now we're going to take a good look at our rocker assembly. See if I can set this up. And oh yeah, I gotta show you that way. Show you the way to what I do while having all the things fall out. Right? While having all the screws fall out and everything get out of control and everything fall out. So it's my first time doing this actually. But it's good. That's good. If I make a mistake, live and learn. If I do it right, then it's alright. Let me show you these O-rings first, right? Now, show you these O-rings. Alright, these are the new O-rings. These are the new O-rings right here, right? When I got my head gasket, I got it in a kit. They included 3 O-rings, which I knew were for the spark plug tubes. But I said, wait a minute, isn't there 4? So I was like, well, what's this for? This is for the, I guess you could say the oil well valve. I'm not completely sure what it's called. But it pumps all the way down. It goes all the way down to the oil pan, right? So, well, not the gasket itself, but this little hole right here, and the passage that it goes to, it goes all the way down to the oil pan. right? Right, so some of them may have 4 regular rings like this, 4. Some of them, a cord may have 4 of these, but a 9200 Civic LX 1.5, they have it like this. They have it like this. And I checked out some videos on YouTube, and usually they have 4 of these, 4 on a cord, and it's for like an older model Civic. They have 4 of those again, but for the 92 Civic LX, they have these, right? Which is kind of weird, but it is what it is. So, alright, so let me show you that way that I was going to do it. First thing you gotta do here is take out those old O-rings. Okay, I'm gonna do that, which should be pretty easy since oil is leaking them anyway. But they're brittle. Is take a small screwdriver here, little tiny small screwdriver. See that? It could be a flathead or a pointy, a Phillips screwdriver. But you take it like this. That. You kind of just put it up like that. Right. See that ring right there? This is the first ring we're going to take out. Yeah. Right. And it's pretty hard with a fill up. My flathead got all bent up. Flathead. It's the bent one. It's just that I gotta get in there to do it. Like that. That's pretty difficult to get out. Sometimes, well, I have it because it's just coming out. There it is. There we go. Right there. You see that? It's coming out now. Man, these suckers are brittle. Look at that. Oh, brittle. Look at that. Let's get that out the way. And then we just do for the other 4. Right? Too easy. When I took out this ring, I started from here, from the outside. Right? Started from here, from the outside. There's like a little passageway that you can get up in there. You see right there? I don't know if you can see it, but it's probably too dark. But when you open it up, you'll see it, and it's easy to get out from the outside of the ring. Alright, so we got them all out. See, I didn't flip it upside down or nothing. I just held it up with one hand, took it out with the other hand. Right? And I didn't have any trouble getting them out. They didn't break apart or nothing. They are whole. They're pretty brittle and kind of mashed up, but they are whole. Okay. All right. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna clean these surfaces up, clean them up real good. Make sure nothing thick is in there. Make sure there's no nasty buildup in there. And then I'm gonna install the new O-rings. Too easy. I'm putting my O-rings in oil. Right? Putting it in clean oil. Right? I have a cap of clean oil here. A cap of clean oil here. And some people don't put oil on them, but I highly suggest that you put, well, it's just my opinion, that you should put oil on all O-rings. You know what I mean? I mean, doesn't matter if it's an AC O-ring, doesn't matter if it's a camshaft or whatever have you. Put it on all. Put oil on, fresh oil on all the O-rings. Right? I just dip them in there and then take them out. That's all I do. Right? Try to dip that little part in there too. We wanted it to go in there nice and smooth, nice and good, right? So we're gonna get this squared away here. Put the first O-ring in first. Alright. And just do it for all of them. That's it. Alright, let me show y'all something, man. For this O-ring right there that I just put in, there's only one way for it to go in, right? Unlike the other rings, they go in, either way. But this ring right here, it goes in one way, right? And you see where that little tab is right there? It's maybe too dark to see, but it's a little tab on the O-ring. That tab is supposed to be there, right? Not over here, because when you turn around, the little tab's over here. But if you put it over there, it fits just right? So it's supposed to go in one way, right? So now that we got all the O-rings in, boom, 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 and boom. Alright, we're gonna put the sucker in, put the sucker on. Alright. And look, I didn't even drop one single bolt. I didn't drop one single bolt because I didn't need to turn it upside down. All you need to do is just hold it up and then use the other hand to put in the rings. That's it. Too easy. So when you put this sucker in, make sure you put it in the right way, okay? Because some people may put it in this way and have it all confused. Like, yeah, it goes in that way. No, right? It's only one way to put it in. Right? Oh, by the way, the rocker arms. Forgot to tell you about the rocker arms. Make sure it's a little bit up and out the way when you put the sucker back in. You don't want to get caught underneath the springs or anything. Right? Make sure they're just in place, just right. Now, let me show you something. The way these rocker arms are supposed to be placed is right on top, right on top of these little lashes here. Right on top. Right? Every single one of them should be like right on top. Right? Every single one of them. Right? Yeah, make sure you check the back too. Make sure you check the back too. That's good. Good like that. Way to test it, you can just go like that. Right? Right? Now, you're in contact with every single one of them, which is good. That's a good sign. Right? And you just want to make sure that this whole assembly, rocker arm assembly, is flat and in place. Okay. There's a little spacing right here, a little spacing. Make sure it's flat and in place. Right. Right. Just jiggle it a little bit. Make sure that gets down. Push down on it a little bit. That. Just push down on it. Push. Right. When you do these bolts, or actually do all the bolts, you do what the reverse of what you did to take it off. Remember, to take it off, you had to do it from the outside in. Now you gotta do it from the inside out when you put it back on. Right? So I'm gonna screw this in just a little bit. Alright. Now again, you wanna start from, you can screw these in if you want to. Right? You wanna start from the inside out. Either way, doesn't matter. The inside, to that side, You'll see what I mean. You want to do it finger tight too. Finger tight. Okay? Let's do it like this. want you to remember this: 16 pounds of torque. 16 pounds of torque. So it should be just snug. It shouldn't be Superman tight. It should be snug. Right? Snug is like 16, 20, something like that. Super tight is like 50 pounds of torque. So with these 16 pounds of torque, I don't have a torque wrench, so just make it snug. Okay? I just want to make it snug. I know people are like, oh, you're not doing a foul torque wrench. How dare you? I think, well, it's just the way some people have it. We don't have one in the world. We just have this. This is all we have, and this is the best we can do. And that gasket job that I did 3 weeks ago, I didn't use a torque wrench. 3 weeks later, my car's still as powerful as it is. You know, we gained all its power, we gained all its torque. People are gonna be like, oh wait, just wait a couple months, man. You'll see smoke coming out the tailpipes, and all. Yes, I will. But for now, it is what it is. You know. So what you want to do is you want to tighten them just snug. Go to the next one, and go to the next one. Right? If you're not sure about this, well, matter of fact, to be sure that they're tight, what you want is you want to go 2 rounds. You want to do 2 rounds of this side. You want to do 2 rounds of torquing them down. Right? 16 and 16 again. My extension. It's the same when you torque a head gasket. So you want 16. So check them again. Make sure they just snug. That's snug. Right. Like that. That's snug. Like that. Right. 16. 50, not a million, just 16. Like pretend you are, I don't know. Sometimes I pretend I'm just lifting up 16 pounds. If you know what 16 pounds feel like. So, I'm like, oh, I bet you're dripping oil everywhere. Like, so, well, we're gonna see. We're gonna see. It's my first time doing it. It's probably gonna be a lot of people's first time doing it. If you guys got comments or what have you about what I'm doing wrong here, I bet I'm doing like at least 3 things wrong, then, you know, let me have it. The thing about comments is it's good to correct people. You know, I don't hate correction. If you hate correction, then something seriously wrong. If you hate help, that's something seriously wrong. Correction is help. Help is to help you out to be a better person, to better yourself, and to better other people around you, whoever wants to learn. So don't ever hate correction. Right? If people correct me in the comments, that's fine. I'll take it. I mean, apply it to myself, apply it to what I do. A lot of people should do that, but a lot of people don't like that. Me, I love it. I take it, learn, and better myself. And so, and you just might want to go by one more time, just one more time, just in case. I'm one of those, I like to triple check things kind of people. I love to triple check things. So next are the spark plugs. You can put them in, but now, or you put them in when the valve cover is on. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Alright, so the way you put in your spark plugs is like this. Alright. Just twist them on in because you don't want them going cross thread. Alright, put them in easy. And when they're ready, when you can't turn anymore, it could be tightened down like that. See, can't be turned anymore. Alright, so after you finish tightening them by hand, I'm gonna tighten those suckers down. I guess with a torque wrench or a regular wrench, doesn't matter. I use a breaking ball, but I use it very careful. Very careful. Just do this until it's snug. Just snug. Feels good. I tried it one more time. That felt okay. Nothing bad. I don't think these sparklers will ever get loose. But it's gonna have them nice and snug. To here. Back to here. And there's our valve cap gasket cover. Now the gasket is practically new. It came along with my head gasket 3 weeks ago again. So we don't have to change it out. We don't have to change the garments either. Right? That came with the head gasket, right? But if you see your valve cover gasket, you know, cracking up or something like that, you know, or it feels a bit hard or brittle, you know, you might want to change that up. Same thing goes for these garments. 1, 2, 3. It's right there. And 4, which is like hidden right there. Boom. Alright. Change those suckers out if they're a bit brittle. So what we do is we're going to put RTV on this again. We're going to take off a little bit of this old gasket stuff and put new RTV on it, and then attach it back on. I'm gonna show you how. Alright, so what we did is we took out the garments to make it a little easier on us, because you know they're gonna fall out once I flip it over. Flip this thing over. And you still got RTV in here. Here. Still got some on the gasket. Again, if you are using a new gasket, a new valve cover gasket, you don't have to change it out, right? You do have to put new RTV. Because when you put this RTV on, the old RTV on, you don't know how it's going to react to being in a new position. Every time you put it on, it's slightly, just slightly in a new position. Right? It doesn't go on the same exact way as it does. This is rubber, right? And it will go on however way it wants to, however way that it's placed. So just put in new RTV. I took off most of it, the big chunks of RTV. Right here in the corners, especially in the corners, you gotta take it off. But get a new valve cover gasket. If it's brittle, if it's hard. I mean, what, it costs like what, $8 or something like that? I mean, depending on what brand you get. AutoZone, O'Reilly's, Advanced Auto Parts. It's too easy. Alright, after you're done with that part, you can examine your valve cover as you want to. Oh, by the way, these right here are the spark plug tube gaskets, how you say. They're not the O-rings that I showed you. So again, inspect these, see if they're brittle. These are brand new to game with my gasket. So inspect them, see if they're brittle, see if they're torn. If they are, replace them. Replace them. Alright, so I used this brush before to get the garment off. Well, not the garment, but the gasket off the O-rings. You know, get the markers off the O-rings. But I'm not going to use it for this because this sinks in a little bit and my brush is completely flat, as you can see. So I'm going to use this sucker right here, which is a grill brush, and that's perfectly alright. Just as long as you get it off. Off there. Look at the corners like that. Like that. You can use any metal brush that you want to. Right? The metal brushes are not going to mess up the metal that much. I don't think it's going to mess it up at all. That's what I believe. You can use a grill brush. You can use one of the auto brushes that are like pretty expensive. Cost like $9.99 and stuff. These grill brushes, they cost like, I don't know, $3. Or $1, so you get the stuff for $1. get most of it out, but we can't get it all out. We can't get every single, itty bitty tiny bit of it. But if we get most of it out, then that's great right there. Alright, so we got most of it out. We can't get every single inch of it. Alright, we can't get it. We can't get everything. Just like we couldn't get all the RTD off of this, but as long as you get most of it, get the big globs, then it should be good. Alright? And I'm pretty sure it's kind of messy inside, so what you want to do, here is just get a brake cleaner and just spray the inside of it, or you can just wash it with water, it doesn't matter, or just do both. Put your glasses on like that. Just spray these suckers right here like that. I mean, this is the way I do it. Y'all can do it however you want to. I can use water, do whatever. Right? So I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to spray it with water. So that I can absolutely clean it. Get it degreased, cleaned, and then installed freshly. Right? So, well, I sprayed it, and I'm going to wash it out with water. Alright, so we sprayed it off with water. Sprayed it off with water here. Now, I'm pretty sure it's probably water in this. Well, let me show you. In this section right here, this is where the breather goes into. Well, right here, it's where the breather goes into. From the air intake, the cold air intake. So, if water gets in there, you know what I mean, you can just drain it out as much as you can. Remember, it's this part right here. Just drain it out as much as you can, as you want to, or just dry it in the sun, if you're, really, really neat about it, stuff like that. So, dry it off, drop the surfaces. Dry where that gasket is gonna go as well. Dry it off as well. When people are like, "Oh, you ain't gotta do all that," like, well, if you want to do it, then do it. If you don't want to do it, then don't do it. But me, I'll just do it. So too easy, right? So it's easy to do. It only took like what? 3 minutes, 4 minutes. That's all you do. Just clean it off. Alright? Alright, so this, put the valve cap, well, don't put it on just yet. Don't put on the gasket just yet. So put it in there like that. And this stuff right here, I'm going to use this red stuff. It may look orange a little bit, but it's red. You can find it in the store. RTV silicone gasket maker. Alright? You can use it to make gaskets, but it's actually used to actually help gaskets as well. So, but either way, however you want to use it, whether if it's on a Chevy, a Ford, a Honda, Hyundai, even a Suzuki. So, but what we want to do here is just put RTV in these 4 corners. Right? This is how I do it. I do it in these 4 corners. Matter of fact, no. Do it in all the corners actually. No, these. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I do it in 6 corners actually. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right. I'm not worried about this corner or this corner right now. Right? It's really nothing to worry about. But the corners with the big bends, to like really bend at like a 90-degree angle, or almost at a 90-degree angle, or a 60-degree angle. Those are the ones that you want to get. Right? You just put a low RTV there. Right? You just put a dab. Like that. Right? And this stuff is messy. It is messy. Right? Put a dab. Put a dab like that. Okay. And it gets everywhere and it sticks. Sticks. Put a dab right there. Put a dab right there. Now you could put this RTV all the way around if you want to. It's all on you how you want to do it. You know what I mean? But I just do it in both 5 corners. Like that. Alright. And you take your gasket and you just place it there. Like that. You don't have to trust me when I do this. You don't have to trust anything that I do throughout this whole video. But I'm just showing you how I do it and how it actually works for me. So if you want to do it this way, you can. If not, if you got another way or a better way, then you can do it that way. Right? Everyone has a different way of fixing things. Right? And if nothing went wrong while trying to fix it, then it's a good way. It's a way to get squared away. A lot of people like to complain and say, "Oh, that's not the way you do it. You do it like this, or you do it like that." Oh man, that's the risk of. They stop the madness, man. If it's a good way to do it and nothing happened, and they said nothing happened, oh, ain't nothing gonna happen, ain't nothing, then that's all right. Right? So that's good right there. Right? So it's actually good on there. Right? So now we can put this sucker on. And other times I like to do is like to put the gasket maker on this and the metal, right? Put on this and the metal, so you'll see what I mean. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna put the gasket maker there. Where's that second? Well, wait. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put it there in the corner. You can see it right there in that corner. There, I put it on the other side in the corner. You can see that right there. You see that corner? Put it there in that corner. Put it there in that corner. There in that corner, right there. You see that corner right there? That corner right there. And then just a little bit right there. That's what I'm gonna do. this is the way I got my. This is the way I got set up right there. See, I got a dab there. What's that orange dab right there? There it is right there. Orange dab right there. I put some right there. I put some right there. People are like, oh, you putting too much gasket make on it. Put some right there in the corner. Right there. And then some right there. So, there it is. That's how you put on that gasket maker there. That's the way I do it. Y'all can do it however y'all need to. You can never use too much, I don't think. Just as long as it's completely sealed. And you put your valve cover back on. Make sure that sucker stays on. Something it might fall off sometime. Like that. So, mine's got kinked a little bit there. See what I mean? Sometimes it comes out. When it does, you have to redo it. Bring it back. Put it up. And redo it again. You should take your garments. Put those suckers in there. Yeah. Right. Take your little nuts here. Like that. And don't forget this right here. Don't forget to put this on. This can cause a lot of trouble for you. Right? This can, if you don't have this on there, then you may blow a fuse, you may blow a component, something else. So this is pretty important to have on it. It's pretty important. How important? Important. And if you don't think it's important to have on there, you're gonna know how important it is to have on there when something happens. I like saying it every time I screw everything in or unscrew something, because I don't want to break any of these bolts, any of these nuts, nothing like that. And it's good to remember, lefty loosey, righty tighty. Righty tighty. Maybe I'm over tightening it, but what I'm doing is I'm tightening the valve gasket. I'm tightening the valve gasket so that it won't leak. Right? And this is 10 pounds. 10 pounds. I think it's 9 or 10 pounds. I'm not sure, but 10-pound torque. And the same goes for these. 10 pounds. both of them. Both of the rockets down in sequence as well. We did the valve cover, we did the nuts, which is about, I would say 8 to 10 pound torque. Got the bolts, little small bolts, alright. Want to plug this sucker in right here. And then that. And that's all the spark plugs. Again, as I said at the beginning of the video, or near the beginning of the video, you can't, it's probably impossible to get these mixed up. It's impossible. Look, this little short one goes into the closest one. It's too easy. The second shortest one goes into the second one. Third one reaches this. Fourth one reaches this. I don't know how anyone can get them mixed up. Alright? I don't think anyone can get them mixed up. Okay? Alright. Try this all squared away. There. That. That. Okay. So. And then connect your battery, because remember we disconnected that battery because of this. Connect your battery and see how she starts. Alright, so you finished installing those rings, and we're going to start her up. And now listen, if there's any tapping or a lot of noise, well, a lot of noise coming from under the valve cover, that means your valves need to be adjusted. Alright, if it's like, you know, a lot of chattering, a lot of tapping, your valves need to be adjusted. Alright, and a good time to adjust your valves would be when this cover is off. Alright, before this video started, my lashes were very quiet, my valves were very quiet, so I didn't adjust anything, so it should be the same way. Right? So start her up and then see if you hear anything. If you hear something like with the lashes or the tapping, then that means you gotta adjust it. Now, adjusting the lashes, it's just to get rid of the noise. It's not really, it doesn't give you any extra horsepower or anything, but it does help with the noise, right? So let's start her up and see how she goes.